Hi, Carl Corrado, A to Z Business IT. Thank you so much for taking some time to watch this video here. I hope this is worth your while. So, what's happening now is crime is now targeting targeting small companies, most of which have little or no security measures in the first place. And the reason for this is criminals have two primary goals. One is making money and staying out of harm's way. And cyber criminals can virtually attack anyone from virtually anywhere. And it's much safer than committing fraud or or um or to sell I'm sorry. It's easier to do this than to rob a bank or to sell drugs, and the chances of you being convicted as a cyber criminal are very low. So from that point of view, that's a very attractive place to be as a if you're a cyber criminal. So the three of the top five crimes that have been reported this year have been people filing or claiming tax returns in other people's names, people signing up for fraudulent unemployment benefits, and good old identity theft. So what do you do as a business as far as protecting yourself here? So I wanted to go over a few measures you could take. One of the things you want to do is what we call security awareness. And this is something you may need to hire a professional like myself to do. And what it is you need to grade your data. And what do I mean by that? Well, the measures that you're going to put in place, you want to know what it is that you're protecting and how much it costs if it gets lost or stolen, what the impact is to your business from that loss. And that can be and the reason for that is first of all, you want to, by valuing that, you know what you need to spend all your time and efforts on correctly. You don't want to put a $200 lock on a $5 item. And in the same point, you don't want to put no lock on something that could cost you your whole business. And so here's some other things. You don't want to have any unauthorized devices plug into your office computers or your laptop. You want to put some form of password manager on your system so that if your passwords are so that you can put unique passwords on every site, and it makes it easier for you to onboard and offboard employees as needed. Let me move my head over here. You also need to do is that valuable data, you want to make sure that that's encrypted and people have limited access to that data, and you want to be able to track who has access to it depending on the severity of or the critical nature of that particular data. You also want to put on what's called multi-factor authentication. And that just means that when you log in with a password, that it also requires you to use your phone, an app on your telephone, on your cell phone, or a text message sent to your phone, so that it also adds another form of verification. And you need to train your staff. On top of that, you need proper software and firewalls that are put in place. And this can sound daunting, but it really isn't. And the good news is that when we go back and we look at most breaches, it's in the high 90 percentile that most breaches could be stopped if people had just put these things in place, these simple measures. So, that's what we wanted to take a few minutes here to talk about, because getting one of these breaches can be devastating to your business. Just 2 months ago, there was a jewelry store that reported that it had been down for 72 days because of a cyber attack on its businesses. Systems that it did not know that it could not operate without were shut down for 72 days. So on top of that, the insurance company paid about $250,000 on the claim, but because their clientele was the 1% of the 1%, the really high-end people, it really made a dramatic impact negatively to their business. So, think about this when you're looking at all these and it realizes they bring up all this stuff, it can be a pain in the neck. But imagine if your business was shut down for 5 days, not even 72 days. It had to be shut down for a week. What type of impact would that have on your business? How would that affect your bottom line for the year and for the next month, for the next 6 months, for the next year? How would that affect, your clients being able to trust you and work with you? So, if these are some questions that you have, my clients work with me because at the end of the day, we make sure that they can sleep at night. So, thank you for your time. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what I do, there's a link down here for you to go ahead and follow up with us. Thank you and have a great day.